Hey, what's up YouTubers? It's been a while, but I'm back today with another update video. And it isn't going to be a long video. I know I say that often, and then I just drone on and on and on. And I end up making a short video like 35-40 minutes. But today I really do have just a few things. And I'll get into the reason for that in a little bit. But joining me, as usual, are the ladies, Heidi and Hannah. We're just kind of hanging out, having a lazy day today. It's been raining on and off for the last couple of days. I've been itching to get out and get my grass cut, but not for another day or two probably. Here in this pile, I have what is a dead media that is no longer being made, and know that those are not VHS, although they do look like VHS clamshells. I'll show those near the end of the video. I picked up this bad boy, Years of Lead, from Arrow Video, the box set. And I will probably do a separate unboxing of that just so we can go through and check out all the innards and everything that's included in that box set. I picked up another He-Man villain at Target. I try to grab these when I see them out in the wild. That's Triclops. I got a Steelbook about probably like 3 weeks ago now. It's been a while since I've done anything on YouTube other than on my gaming channel. I got a package from Vinegar Syndrome. And if you stick around until the very end, I'm selling a few items from my collection, and I will get into that also, probably for the same reason that I'm only buying a few things right now. But I'm going to start with a gift from a fellow YouTuber, so let's get into that first. And get yourself comfortable, get a pop and some chips, and let's check this out. Okay, here we go with the very first item, and this is probably my favorite for this pickup video, and that's because it was a gift from a good friend of mine, Jordan, who has given up 96, and I will definitely link his channel down below. He recently picked up this autograph. It's a dual autograph from the movie The Fox and the Hound, which happens to be my favorite Disney movie of all time. And Jordan and I share the love for Disney films, especially the animated classics like this. And he acquired a second copy through a trade, I believe. And he said he thought of me right away because he knows that I love the movie and I love Disney. So he wanted to send it out to me, and that means a lot to me. And I do love this. It's signed by the actor who played Todd when he was just a kit. And that's Keith Coogan, who is the grandson of Jackie Coogan, who we all know from the Addams Family as Uncle Fester. And it's also signed by Corey Feldman, who played a young copper. And this movie is so beautiful. I absolutely love this movie. Later on in the movie, when Copper becomes an adult, he's played by Kurt Russell. And when Todd grows up, he is played by Mickey Rooney. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this movie by now, but if you haven't, definitely check it out. It will tug at your heartstrings. It will make your eyes a little bit wet. I love the ending of this movie. Everything is really great about this movie. But Jordan also included a note. By the way, this comes in like a little, I forget what you call these little protective sleeves, but it's really nice. I'm going to get this framed eventually, but for now it's nice to have it in this little protector. And he left a note, and it says, "Hey bro, long time since doing this or talking." Doing this, he means trade packages, because we used to send each other gifts here and there, which I will be sending Jordan something back, even though he doesn't want to. He wasn't doing this because he wanted to trade, but I'm going to anyway, and he knows that. I miss you, bro. What does that say? A smile. Jordan, giving up 96. And this was tagged, there's a little sticker down there, as authenticated. That means both of these signatures were verified, and they also do come with a Beckett certificate of authenticity with the serial number. So if you go to their website and type in that number, it will show you that this is authentic. And these are the two actors, again, who signed this beautiful piece. So this will stay in my collection forever. I love it, and thank you very much, Jordan. So please, guys, go check that link out. Go share some love with Jordan. Tell him, that you guys enjoyed seeing this in my collection. Make a new friend. Subscribe. Give him some thumbs up. So let's go get into let's see, what should we get into next? We will get into the things I'm selling. I think we'll get that out of the way. So recently, within the last month, Waxwork sent me a album soundtrack for The Exorcist, directed by William Friedkin, and we will get into it. I'm going to be selling my old copy. This copy is opened, and everything is mint. I have a little sleeve for it that's going to be shipped with it if you want to buy this. I'm only going to be asking $25 shipped for this one. It's like in brand new condition. I'm keeping the brand new one that they sent me. But this soundtrack is amazing. And if you don't own this in your collection, you should probably grab this. But I'm going to pause it right here. We'll open it up and check out exactly what you'll be getting for $25 shipped. So again, we'll just kind of look over the cover art. And it is a 1-record set, and there's the gatefold on the inside. It's beautiful. Shows a picture of Regan McNeil when she's getting raised off the bed. And again, here's the back. It just has the track listings for side A and B. The record itself is a beautiful blue translucent, and it has some black marbling. It's a really beautiful record. It sounds great. The record is like brand new. So, and then you also get a fold out here with a little bit of some write-ups about the film and about the characters and some quotes from the film. So I will pause it, put this all together. If you are interested in this, that would be $25 shipped. So let's get on to the next item. The next item here is another one I have doubles of, thanks to Waxwork Records. This is Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. This is the first time this was ever issued on vinyl. It's a 2 LP set. It is a colored vinyl, but I don't know which color it is, and this is brand new, still sealed. I'm not going to open it just to check the color. It has the die cut cover where it's kind of jaggedy, looking like his head's coming through the glass. This was a hot ticket due to the fact that this was the first time it was ever released on vinyl. It sold out on pre-order, and I've seen these go on eBay for like $75 on the low, up to $100 or over for this. I'm only asking $65 shipped, and that's only through PayPal, and that's only if you ship the money or send the money friends and family. That way I don't incur any of the fees. So because I'm selling these cheap enough, I don't want to have even less, for paying the fees. So if you're interested, this is $25 shipped, and I will ship it very sturdy. You will get tracking. Your item will come as new as it looks here, and this will be $65 shipped. I'm probably regretting this because I think this is only going to go up in price. And unless they do a second printing of this, this is gone forever. It's sold out. So it's only going to go up and up and up. And I wouldn't be surprised if this hits the $200 mark at some point. It's crazy, but I'm not going to fleece you. $65 shipped. That's all I'm asking. And the third item and last item that I'm selling is the Arrow Video Blu-ray box set of Deep Red. And I have 2 of these, and the reason being is this one is the first one that was released. This is the Region B. This is the 3-disc set. The US release, which is here, was only a 2-disc set. This was a 3-disc set, 3-disc set because it came with the CD soundtrack. And this one is very rare. It sold out right away. It's very, very expensive. It is open because I did watch it. Everything is in brand new mint condition. And again, you will get this shipped in a box with lots of bubble wrap. It will not take any damage. I don't know the value of this, so I'm going to let you make an offer to me, but it's so rare that it's not even listed on secondary markets anymore. Now, I'm going to sell one of these. I'm going to keep one. So whichever one you want, you let me know. But this is the Region A. This is a 2-disc set. It came in a little bit of a sturdier box. This one is still sealed, and this one is going for about $100 on eBay right now. And that's the 2-disc set. So I would take $75 for the US, but I'm only selling one. So if you want to make me an offer on this one, shoot me a message down below. If you want to buy this one for $65 shipped, let me know and we can make that happen. I'm only willing to sell within the US because shipping overseas is very expensive and you would have to pay the difference in shipping. So, and not only that, but it takes such a long time to get across, and I don't want people freaking out and keep messaging me, because once it leaves my house, I don't have any control of how fast things get shipped, especially overseas. So those are the 3 items I'm selling. So let's get into some of the things I picked up this past month. And before we get into this, I don't owe anybody an explanation, but I feel like I want to tell you guys why I haven't been buying as much, or why I'm selling a couple things, is because I have my eye on an item that is quite pricey. It's movie related, and it's something that is an investment for me, something that I feel like I really want in my collection. I've been kind of mulling this over for over a month, and I want to pull the trigger, but it's a pretty decent amount of money. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. I will tell you what it is when I do, if I do decide to pick it up, and I will show it in a video. But that is the reason why I'm kind of laying low on buying, and why I'm selling off just a couple things. So that's why. That's the explanation about that. But this first box set here is the Arrow Video Years of Lead, and this is the 5 classic Italian crime thrillers from 1973 to 1977. We will do a complete unboxing of this after this video. I'll probably just record that really quick and load it up again today. I'll have 2 videos up today. This box set here comes with Savage 3, Like Rabid Dogs, Colt 38, Highway Racer, and No, the Case is Happily Resolved. And you get those 5 movies on 3 Amaray cases, plus it comes with the book. And like I said, if you stick around and you want to watch another video later tonight, or I guess you can watch it whenever, because they're going to be up and I'm not going to remove anything. But you can check this video out in its entirety. You'll be able to see exactly what comes in this box set. And these are Region A. From what I understand, the Region A box set is completely uncut. There is a little bit of animal violence, from what I understand, in this box set. But the Region B box set has the animal violence taken out. I'm not sure how much of it was cut, but I do know that the Region B box set was cut a little bit. So this seems to be the hot ticket, the Region A. Everybody wants to see their movies in the full uncut form, although I'm not a big fan of animal cruelty or animal torture. In the 70s and sometimes even in the 60s, that did happen in some of these Italian films. But that is the box set of Years of Lead, and I'm glad I was able to pick this up. I actually got 2 of these, and one's going to be going in a trade package to a friend. So I was able to pick up Triclops at a local Target, and I have been picking some of these up when I do see them. I'm not in a huge hurry to pick these up. I remember buying a lot of these when I was a kid, and therefore they have a kind of a sentimental value to them. And I don't plan on opening these at all. But this is Triclops, one of the villains, and I do plan on picking up any of the villains that I see out and about. And like I said, I'm not really hunting these down, but just wanted to throw that in for this update. Picked up a Steelbook at Target a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when this first came out. This is Star Trek Lower Decks Season 1. It is an animated show. I still haven't had a chance to check any of these out yet. Here's what the J card looks like on the back. It's from the producer of Rick and Morty. It's a show that I've really come to love, the Rick and Morty show. It's very good. It has 2 hours of special features. I bought this on sale at Target when it first came out. I think it was $19.99, and now it's back up to like $30 now. But I think it'll probably go on sale again. And you can get this just about anywhere. It's not an exclusive to Target. You can pick it up on Amazon, or I'm sure Best Buy has it. And like I said, you can get it at Target. But it looks really cool. I mean, that looks like it's lit up. It actually looks like there's a light in there, but it's not. It's just the paint job. But it's a 2-disc set. It has some really cool interior artwork. We'll look at that. And here's the back. And there's a fire truck going by. I was going to pause it. It's too late now. I went by that fast. But there's the Enterprise on the back. It's a very cool little Steelbook, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking these out. I love animation, and if it's anything like Rick and Morty, the animation style and the writing, it's an excellent show. I'm very much happy and looking forward to checking these out. If any of you have seen this at all, you can go ahead and comment and let me know what I'm getting into. Let me pause it here. I'm going to take a sip of my sparkling water, and we will get into well, I only have this little bit of pile here of Vinegar Syndrome and one album that I picked up. Okay, so first, getting into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. These are just slipcovers that I purchased right here. These are all movies I owned already that were not issued with slipcovers early on in the Vinegar Syndrome catalog. Several years ago when they first started, most of their stuff, actually all of their stuff, did not come with slipcovers. So these are in no particular order. Count Dracula's Great Love, a Paul Naschy film, or starring Paul Naschy. It's a Javier Aguirre film. And this is all region. You can see that it does have some pretty good special effects, special features. It's a 2-disc set. Comes with a little booklet. I don't know if the re-releases came with the booklet. I'm not sure, but these were all movies that I've owned for several years now. It looks like this one came out in 2016, so this one came out 5 years ago. But here is the slipcover for it, and I'm very glad to complete that. It feels good to have a set complete now, even though it wasn't issued with a slipcover. Just knowing that there's one available, I have to get it. Here's another one. I had this movie before. This is Sugar Cookies, starring the beautiful Lynn Lowry. This is a Lloyd Kaufman film, and this is what the movie looked like. There's kind of a panoramic view on the inside. Has a new video interview with producer and co-writer Lloyd Kaufman. The slipcover, it's very thick, just like the other Vinegar Syndrome slips are, but it's kind of a plain Jane cover. I think they could have probably spiced that up a little bit. I got Deadly Embrace and Murder Weapon. It's a twin billing, so you get a movie on each side. There's Murder Weapon. That cover looks beautiful. Starring the beautiful Linnea Quigley in both films. There's Deadly Embrace, and this is what the movie looks like. DVD and Blu-ray combo. And the last one with the slipcover is Nightmare Weekend, and this one's so old it still has the blue case that they used to release in the early days. This one was released in 2015. It's another Troma movie. You know, eventually I probably will switch that to a clear case. It's just not high on my priorities right now. But you have the Blu-ray here on the left and the DVD on the right. And I think of the 4 slipcovers I got, this is the coolest one because it has kind of a foil finish there in the middle. It looks really cool. So I will pause it, put those back in their cases, and then we will talk a little bit about 6-String Samurai. So there they are in all their glory. I'm sure most of you guys picked these up as well. I know a lot of you guys are collecting Vinegar Syndrome now, and I don't blame you. It's a beautiful company. Here's one I really don't know much about, and actually I don't know anything about this, but it looked cool, and they were putting it out in a box set. This is called 6-String Samurai, and it's similar packaging to like the Beastmaster box set that came out a couple months ago. Take a closer look here at the cover. There's a whole lot going on there. It almost looks like a post-apocalyptic, maybe with some comedy elements. I know this guy's got 6-string guitar there. I'm not sure if that's what he uses for a weapon. If any of you guys want to chime in about this down below, go ahead and feel free to do so. I'm always a big fan of the post-apoc movies. I think they're cool. So this one also has a kind of a magnetic flap, just like the Beastmaster set. And there's a little ribbon here to pull your movie and the booklet that comes out. And we will take a closer look at the inside, which looks beautiful. I mean, that could have easily been the outside artwork too. It looks really, really good. And we'll see if I can find any info on who did the artwork for this box set, because it's beautiful. There's our little ribbon. We'll close that for now. Here is the movie. I forgot to mention too that this is the 4K Ultra HD edition of the movie. But here is the outside of the slipcover. Same type of high quality slipcover as the others. And it sits nicely inside that box. It comes in a black case. It says 6-String Samurai, Vegas needs a new king. And it looks like it takes place in the 1950s, 1957 to be exact, and it's after a nuclear war with Russia. So America has become a post-apocalyptic wasteland. So there you go. I always enjoy those type of movies. This is All Region, ABC. The movie came out in 1998. I don't recall ever hearing about this movie. But you got, if you want to pause that and check out the special features, there's commentary tracks and a making of, extended length documentary. And there's also a short film on here called Garden of Rio. So there you get the 2 discs. You get the Blu-ray and you get the 4K. There were a couple of other ones I was interested in getting, but like I said, I gotta save my money for the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna be making a purchase. So, let's go through the booklet, and then I have one more item to show at the end. And like I said, I will record a second video for the Years of Lead box set from Arrow Video. But this is a beautiful book, probably, what, 60 pages I would say. Usually these are 60-page books. Let's see if it says on the back. There's no info at all. So, it says essay and photo book. don't recall hearing anything about this movie. But when I saw that Vinegar Syndrome was releasing it, this was part of their halfway to Black Friday sale. I did a little reading about it, very little reading about it, but I decided that I'll probably pull the trigger and get it. It wasn't very expensive. And it seems to me like it's one of those type of movies that if you don't pick it up right away, you may lose out on it. And if you decide to get it later, then it's going to cost you 2 or 3 or 4 times more than it would have if you just pick it up when it's on sale. So, and if you don't like a movie like this, you can always turn around and flip it. And I kind of lost out on Rad, although I'm not heartbroken that I didn't get Rad when I could have and should have. It doesn't really seem like it's my kind of movie, but it sold out very fast, and then it was very, very expensive because it was kind of a gimmicky slipcover with that lenticular cover, which I'll admit I'm a sucker for gimmicks like that anyway. But if I could do it again, I probably would have picked up Rad for cheap when it was halfway to Black Friday or Black Friday sale. I think it was Black Friday last year. But anyway, I'm rambling again, and I always do that. But these are the Vinegar Syndrome titles I picked up. Well, actually, I only picked up this title. These I already had. I just picked up the slips for these 4. Let me know what you guys picked up. I'm going to pause it here for a moment, and we're going to get into the Alice, Sweet Alice record. Okay, so here's the last item in my pickup video. I'm also going to go through and show you guys my dead media here. I'm not sure if many of you guys will even enjoy that, but it's something I really enjoy. This is the original motion picture soundtrack, music by Stephen Lawrence, for Alice, Sweet Alice, which was originally called Communion, a movie that came out back in 1976. And I just rewatched this again a couple of nights ago. And it's okay. It's a decent movie. It's better than average, I'll put it that way. There's some slow parts in the movie, but I'm sure most of you guys have seen this by now. But I thought the soundtrack was very good. And this is called the Bloody Raincoat variant, 180 gram splatter vinyl, which we're not going to get into in this video. But it is I think it's just one record. Yeah, you got side A. Those are the track listings for side A. And you flip it over and you get side B. Artwork by Stephen Reeves. I didn't find out any info about the artwork for this, but I will. Before this video is over, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go online and find out exactly who did the artwork, because I think it should be mentioned in this video. But we will mention that at the end. So, you know, vinyl was a dead format for a long time. People were, selling these very cheap. And they still are very cheap. If you go to Goodwill or thrift shops like that, there's records you can get for 99 cents a piece. Some of them are 50 cents a piece. But when you order vinyl like this now from some of the boutique labels like Waxwork, these records are like 30, 40 bucks now, sometimes more. And vinyl is definitely making a comeback, and they're starting to sell it again in stores like Best Buy, Target. You can find vinyl quite a bit, and people are going crazy for it. But I remember like 10 years ago, I was finding boxes of records in garbage. People were putting all their stuff out in garbages, and I was driving around looking to see if I could find any of that. And no, I'm not a garbage picker. I was trying to save history. I never was very successful at it, though. I know some people, I've heard stories here on YouTube of people going and finding boxes and garbages and taking it home, and there's Beatles and Elvis and Johnny Cash, stuff like that. Stuff now that you can sell on eBay again for big bucks. Some of these records are very, very expensive now because they're rare. But 10 years ago, you couldn't give them away. People were throwing them away. So that's kind of a little segue into this dead format here. That's why I was bringing that up. So stay tuned. I'm going to pause it for a moment. We're going to get into the cassette tape lot that I picked up from eBay. So little by little, over the past, I would say 15, 20 years, I've been picking these up little by little. And I have a decent sized collection. I mean, it's nothing huge. I think I have, before this little lot that I just picked up, and by the way, I got these for $15 for the whole lot. I think I have another 20 or 30 that I'm going to show in a different video. I'm going to go a little more in depth about each of these titles. But today I'm just going to show you what I have. But I plan on making a video within the next few days, and I'm going to go through and talk about all of my old-time radio cassette tapes. But like I said, I got this lot right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them for $15 total. Some of these are rare. I have some horror ones that are like 30 or 40 a piece because they're very rare and hard to find. But this was kind of these were the pioneers of the AM radio, the radio days. Back before everybody had televisions, people would crowd around their radios and listen to these programs during the evening or at night. And these were huge. And these are some of the pioneers and some of the legends from that era. And this is the Burns and Allen collection. You get 9 hours of their program starring George Burns and his wife Gracie Allen. These are all from a company called Radio Spirits Inc. They're from the state just below mine, Illinois. And they used to sell these on their website for many years. And there's good news and bad news about this company, Radio Spirits. The good news is they're still in business. They're still in Illinois. And the bad news is they don't sell the cassette tapes anymore, but they do have very crisp, high-quality CDs you can buy for a lot of these old-time radio programs. But I'm more into the nostalgia. I like the cassette versions of these. I like these big clamshell cases that they came in. That's very appealing to me. And I'm thinking about investing in a little gadget that it's like a little recorder, and you can put a cassette tape in this recorder. It will record and transfer it to an MP3, and I'm going to do that at some point. You can get that little conversion kit for I think $60 or less, which is pretty cheap. So I think that's a pretty good investment, and I'm going to go through and back up all of these cassettes that I have so I can listen to them on an MP3 so I don't damage these, because once they're damaged, you're not going to find these too often anymore. You can find them on eBay, and prices range because there's not really a set market for something like this. So some guy can sell, 7 of these for $15, or another guy might sell these for $20 a piece. There's just really no set market for these. So that's my plan. I'm going to get, and that's not what I'm talking about for selling my movies. I just can't tell you what that is at the moment. I don't want to create competition for myself for this item that I want to buy. But this is the Burns and Allen show, and it goes through, let me see here, 1946 on tape 1, all the way through to 1950. And I think it's pretty cool that the very last one there, it says George is preparing a speech he's going to give in honor of Ronald Reagan at the Friars Club, and it has guest Ronald Reagan from 1950. And by the way, these were released in 1994. So yeah, these are very, very old. That is the Burns and Allen show, 9 hours of it. That was on for a long time, but that's just kind of like a greatest hits from the Burns and Allen show. Here's Fred Allen, and he was made famous by Jack Benny. He was on the Jack Benny show quite a bit, I think for the entire run. The Texaco Star Theater. And these are, I should open one of these up and show you guys what they look like. These are shows from 1941 through 1944. So these were very popular during World War II. And it kind of took people's mind off their loved ones overseas. It didn't completely, there's nothing that would ever completely take that away. But it would give them a little solace in the evening, take their mind off things for a little bit. That's Fred Allen. Here's Boston Blackie, starring Richard Colmar. Again, 9 hours. I was going to show you what they look like on the inside. They just have, it's a pretty cool setup. There's 6 cassette tapes, 3 on each side. and each cassette has 2 sides, so you got to flip it over. But there's 9 hours total on all of these. And Boston Blackie was from, let's see, there's 9 hours, 18 classic broadcasts, but it doesn't really give a year for these. Some of these are in very, very pristine condition. I noticed that the George Burns one had a little chip in it, but I don't really mind. That was listed as part of the lot, so the seller did take pictures, and I was very aware of that. I just wanted to get this whole lot for cheap because these are kind of going up in price too. And like I said, some of these can be $30 a piece depending on who's selling them. Here's Jack Benny Volume 2. And this is the reason here why I bought this lot, because there was one seller who had Jack Benny alone, just this edition, for $15, whereas the other seller had, you know, all of these for $15. So I got this plus the other ones for free, basically, you know, compared to what the other guy was selling. So Jack Benny is another show that really helped me through the quarantine process over the past year and a half. There's a lot of these programs on YouTube, but these are from the 40s as well, 1944 through 1949 on here. Jack Benny was a genius comedian, one of the legends. Here's the life of Riley. I don't know anything about this, but like I said, these are just thrown in with the lot, starring William Bendix as Riley and John Brown as Digger Odell. From 1947 through 1948. Here's another classic. This is Mel Blanc, The Mel Blanc Show, the man of 1,000 voices, and he did a lot of very popular cartoon characters over the years. He got his start with Jack Benny, and I'm going to leave a clip in the description below. I want you guys to go check it out. It's Mel Blanc and Jack Benny from years ago. It's black and white, but it's hilarious. Mel Blanc, I'm not going to give it away. You just got to check it out. You guys will crack up. I'm sure many of you have seen it before. It's a pretty popular clip. But if you haven't, go check it out if you need a laugh for the day. And these are from 1946 and 47. Let me see if it's listed on here, the one I'm talking about. I don't see it. But check that description below. And here's the Charlie McCarthy Show. This guy was another very popular comedian back in the day. A ventriloquist, and Edgar Bergen and Mortimer Snerd. So Charlie McCarthy was around during the 40s as well. Charlie McCarthy was that puppet, and Mortimer was that puppet. And they were very, very funny. I wish I knew more about the show. And these were from 1945 through 1948. So that is it for my haul for the past month or so. Again, if you guys are interested in purchasing any of these items, you can leave a comment in the section below, or I will leave my email down below too if you'd rather keep that kind of on the down low. Just if you email me, please, for the subject title, put in, let's see, so I know if it goes to the junk mail, I'll know who you are. Otherwise, I have no idea who you guys are. Just put in movies for sale in capitals or something, capital letters. And that way, if you do go to trash or junk mail, I should say, I can find you there just by the title. So yeah, 25 shipped for The Exorcist. I think I said 65 shipped for this one, which I'm probably going to kick myself on that one. And you can make an offer for this one if you want the Region B with the 3-disc, which is very, very rare. Or if you want the 2-disc, I think I said 65, which is another, probably kick myself for that. But anyway, that is it for this video. Oh, I want to show this again too. go and visit my buddy Jordan, Giving Up 96. I'll leave his link below, and you can also check out that Mel Blanc link down below. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time. Later.